popping, fellas? Man, we back at it again, man. It's been a long time coming, man. The MPR League. First and foremost, man, I gotta before I introduce anybody, man, I gotta introduce my broski, man. Revenge season, man. One of the standard champs, man.
Yes, sir. Champ is
Congratulations,
here.
man, are in
Yes, sir.
order, bro.
Champ is here.
The champ, bro. And I mean, shoot, you already know, man. You and Pollock Greens, man. You know how I do before
Yeah.
the season kickoff, man. Get y'all interviews going, man. But I just want to say congratulations to y'all. It's in order, gosh, bro. You
Sir.
hey, you did something a lot of people ain't did yet, including myself. So I'm happy.
Yeah. Hey, it was hey, everything fell in line last year. That it was just everything worked out the way it was supposed to. It worked out good for me. Luck,
Revenge
luck
season
went
had
my
a
way.
season to revenge over.
Yeah.
Sir.
I
Yes,
got the
sir. That-
formula. I feel comfortable now. I think I'm going back for it. Hey, Cup, I'm about to join you. I'm going back for it.
You ain't
back to
coming back to
back.
back, baby.
Yeah, I'm
You
coming
ain't
for
coming
you,
back to
Cup.
back, baby.
Man,
Yeah, yeah.
speaking
Hey,
of,
I
man,
was close to pulling out that first season over there, man, on the other side, man. I
PPR.
got
Yeah,
close.
I was too. I
I
was
got
too. I
close,
could have
man.
been
I
there.
was really
I could
trying,
have been
man.
there.
I was really
Yeah,
trying. The
that
game that I lost, I looked at the points for the other games after that. I would have won those games after that. I lost that game by 4 points too. Four.
PPR was tough, bro. And it
Yeah,
was tough, man, because we have 14 teams. I really want to break that down to 12 just to make it a little more competitive. Like
yeah.
14, man, like we've did it before in standard, if I'm not mistaken. It's tough, man, because the waiver is stretched so thin. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to waiver wild Wednesdays and stuff like that. So
Right.
we can get it down to 12, man. Like that would be lovely. And I think we can, man, because it's I feel like there's gonna be a couple of guys that's not gonna come back just to break it down and whatnot. So,
We
but
may
other
have
than
to
that,
pick up a third league.
it might be. Hey,
I
Revenge said it earlier in the
have
season.
a
He might
few
Yeah.
have
people. I have a few people that's interested in joining. So
Told you,
I have
whole new
like I know
league.
I have like I at least three people that may be interested in joining.
Next thing you know, we gonna be bigger than Scott Fishbowl.
Hey,
And if we got people that's interested in joining, it's worth starting
yeah,
another league. That's how we're gonna get bigger.
it's
Yeah,
definitely
as long as we get it between 8 to 10, hey, that's another one right there. That's another league.
10 to start, yeah, 10.
Uh-huh.
Well, we can start with 8 if
Mm-hmm.
you know,
That was the
yeah,
first season.
and
yeah.
then go from there. And go from there, man. But let's kick this shit off, man. I'm your host, your commissioner, man, Commissioner Bo, man. I got my co-commissioner in the building, Big Cup, Bad News Villain, Saratoga Pirates on the
Harris, baby.
PPR
Billings.
Let's thing. Yes, sir, man. Got the shit. We got the newly champ, man. Marquise, man. Revenge season and standard. Sweet revenge season and PPR, man. We got my good brother, Cool, man. Midwest Monsters. Meet. I had to
Me,
steal
me,
that
me,
from
me,
you,
me, me,
bro.
me.
Let's get it, man. Hey, I mean, you've been living under a rock. Like that's all. I always said it, bro. Super Bowl tomorrow, man. Super Bowl 58 is going down, man. Matter of fact, this is a repeat. What it was 2020 when these last teams first met.
I believe.
Yeah.
Or it
Yeah,
was either that or 2019. It was one of them.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was 2020.
2020.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Chiefs beat the 49ers 31 to 20. I remember that, man. So I mean, yeah, I shit different teams on both accords, man. You can set Tyreek Hill's not there anymore. Raheem
Mhm.
Mostert was the running back for the 49ers at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy G was the quarterback for the 49ers at the time. So
Mhm.
that's big, man. I'm gonna start with you, Cool, man, because I already know, bro. I already see you with the Kansas City Chiefs hat on right now. I already know who you rep, even though you a Chicago brethren, bro. Like I already know you a Pat Mahomes fan, man. That's what you do, man. How are you feeling, man? Like, hey, are they doing it again? I
Hey
mean,
man,
tomorrow's tomorrow.
at tomorrow and going forward, I mean, win, lose, or draw, man. I was watching one of my favorite pods, the Raw Room, with Bates and them, man. And
Mm-hmm.
we gotta. I feel like I gotta go with them, and I'm a change his name from Mahomes to Big Meech. Big Meech, man. Patrick Demetrius Mahomes, man.
Mahomes.
That's Big Meech for now on, man. So I believe that Big Meech, Big Red, Travis Kelsey, Rashee Rice, Isaac Pacheco. I do think they are gonna do what they supposed to do. I think they're gonna get it done. However, I think like most of the playoffs, I think the correct me if I'm wrong, y'all. I think the highest scoring game we had was the Niners game, the Niners and Lions game. Um, I think that produced the most points. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but
That's true.
a lot of the playoffs has kind of been defensive driven, and I think this is going to be kind of the same.
I agree.
I think
I agree.
I think Niners defense, Chiefs defense are about to, they about to step up. Um, I don't think this is going to be a 41-38 kind of game. I think this feels like a this feels like a 23-20 game to me.
I agree.
And in a game like that, you need a guy that you know is going to make plays. You need a go-to guy like Travis Kelsey that you know you can go to at any time. He's not scared of any moment. They've been in this positions a couple of times. Um, and I think the game plan is going to be key. Spagnolo versus Kyle Shanahan, and vice versa. Andy Reid versus that Niners defense.
Steve
So
Wilkes.
Steve Wilkes, thank you, bro. Steve Wilkes, former Carolina Panthers head coach that shouldn't have never been fucking fired, but we'll talk about that another day. So, yeah, that's how I think it's gonna be, man. I feel like that's my early score. The way y'all talk might sway me in a different way, but right now I'm 23-20 Chiefs.
Well, I want to tag on with you because I actually agree with you on it being a lower scoring game because I want to say Kansas City got the number one passing defense in the playoffs, and even further than that, even in the regular season, closing out the regular season, they had the number one passing defense. A lot of people they kind of went unnoticed with that. Now, they had holes in their run defense, and San Francisco is a pretty good running team, but to run the ball, it takes more time off the clock, which makes it slower to score. And when Purdy's on his game throwing the ball all over the place, it's they run the score up. But like I said, Kansas City are a good pass defense team.
Yeah.
So I don't think Shanahan is gonna be throwing the ball a whole lot. He's gonna run the ball and they're gonna put people in the box because they can cover when he throws the ball, and they're gonna get pressure on him too. I think they're gonna get pressure on him because usually what they do is they use Kittle in the blocking game on the ends, from the outside rushers. But Kansas City pressure comes from the inside of the line. Chris Jones comes from the inside, and he's their main pass rusher. Kittle can't help from the inside. So I think, and I think it's going to be a slow one. I agree with you on that. So
Yeah. What's your score?
I think the score is going to be more to the lines of 24-21. Well, I'm sorry. Excuse me. I apologize. I want to say the score is going to be more like 21 to 20.
Close
Point
game.
game.
Close game. Hey, revenge, Marquise, bro. Like, how you feel about this matchup tomorrow, man?
Honestly, I hate both teams. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Not it's like, but I think it'll be another close game too, like everybody's saying. I don't really want the 40. Like it's just their fan base, man. They have been rubbing me wrong with this whole Brock Purdy situation, and it's just like they make it so easy to root against them. Put it that way. And also, I mean, it's Pat Mahomes. Like this year, I thought he was done for, and then here we are again, back in another Super Bowl. So hey, I'm tired of betting against them. You know what I mean? So you can't beat them, might as well join them. I think Kansas City gonna win 27-20.
720.
Yeah.
Shoot, we played blocks at work or whatnot Friday. And my bold prediction for the score, man, I'm going 24-21. Kansas City. The only reason I said Kansas City for real, because no one in the NFL for real. When you think about it, man, Kelsey, man, like I as much film that I watch, as much that I football that I try to watch, bro, I really watch him the most at the tight end position, right? And the reason why I watch him so much because I'm trying to understand. Out of all the tight ends in the league, man, year after year after year, and correct me if I'm wrong, that dude always seemed to find a way to squat in the middle of the zone, bro, and be open. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can look at Patty Mahomes and be like, he get out of a lot of sacks and he maneuver, he do what he do. We seen it in the AFC Championship game against the Ravens. But man, like you can't take nothing away from Kelsey, bro. Like he just finds a way to find an opening soft spot, whether it be man to man, whether it be zone. You'd be like, damn, there he go.
Can I add to
There
that
he
real
go.
quick, Bo? I
Yes,
want to
sir.
add to that because I was watching them. I don't know what show this was. I mean, maybe it was one of them. I think it was like one of them Sunday countdown shows early in the season or whatever. And Kelsey was on there, and they were showing how one of the keys to kind of how he does do that is a lot of guys run their route at one speed.
Yeah.
Like a lot of guys come out of the breaks fast, or they physical at the point of attack. Like he's got this thing where he knows, or him and Pat are such in sync, where he will damn near like tippy toe out of the break. He'll tippy toe out of the break, and the linebacker is doing what he's supposed to do. The linebacker know I got to get to this if we in cover 2, cover 3, whatever the case is. I got to drop
Yeah.
back into this part of the zone. So what Kelsey do is he basically kind of bluffs the dude as in tippy toeing up to him a little bit, and now because the dude he know Kelsey isn't like a number one option on the team, so he wants to be right in the perfect position. So what him and Mahomes do is they basically just go. They damn near they basically just they know how to tell each other he's about to be in this part of the zone. They might fuck it up in the first quarter, but by the time the third quarter comes, they
It's
know
perfect.
exactly where that linebacker's sitting, so he tippy toe right under and go either over the top of him or he cuts right in front of him. And because he's got like that shakiness to him, like he not super fast, but he's got that shakiness to him. As soon as he breaks past you, now you got to make an open field tackle, and nobody open field tackles him. Nobody, not on the
Yeah.
first try. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like no, not on the first try. So
Yeah.
I remember seeing that on like a Sunday countdown show early in the season, and he was showing like everybody runs a route like you get out your break like that. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you don't always have to do that.
Yeah.
You can change up speed, and if you in quarterback, if the quarterback, if y'all in sync, then it tends to y'all can find the matchups perfectly. So that go
Yeah.
to your point of like how the hell 10 years in ain't nobody figured this shit out yet.
Nobody, bro. Nobody. So that's how I look at it, man. So I'm going Chiefs on this side, man. No one picked the 49ers to win here on this panel. So it is what it is. But 4 out of 5 Super Bowls, man. I just want to ask each and every one of you guys this question, right? Chiefs win tomorrow. Are they deemed a dynasty already? I mean, how do you guys view a dynasty? Like, is it multiple Super Bowl wins? Is it only 3? Is it 4? Is it 5? Is it 6? Is it 7? How do you guys view it, man? Anyone can
In
go first.
in my lifetime, oh go ahead, bro. I know you. Go ahead, bro. My bad.
Man, listen. To me, Pat Mahomes is the new Tom Brady, and Andy Reid is the new Belichick, is the new Bill Belichick. Until they catch up to him and either pass him, that's what it's coming to. Because they passing the torch on. They're passing the torch on. How many he's been in 4 so far? He's been in 4 of the last 6? Am I wrong?
Yep.
The numbers are adding up fast for him. He's getting there. He's been in more. Tom Brady, the numbers are coming.
They coming, but you can't compare him to Tom. You
his
can't
pace
compare him to
might
Tom.
be a little faster
I
than
don't
Tom
care.
Brady.
Hey, I don't care about his pace. We know what we've seen. What Tom done. It's already in. It's in stone.
We seen
Pat
what Tom
Mahomes still
Brady
got to
done.
finish writing his story. There's no way. No, we're not even gonna put Pat Mahomes in the same breath as Tom Brady. Tom Brady is in his own and I'm not even a Brady fan, but he's in his own it's Tom Brady, and then there's everybody else.
Right. And all I'm saying is that he's been in 4 of the last 6. And if he wins this one, his pace is already a little bit ahead of Tom Brady's pace.
Jim Kelly went to 4 straight.
Respectfully,
and he didn't win any of those.
But he still went.
Mahomes already won a couple already.
I'm saying, but Pat Mahomes he only won a couple. He just won a couple.
But if he wins this one, that means he's won 3, and he's been to more than Brady has at this juncture in his career.
Hey, but his story is
not
not done.
If he wins this one, his pace is a tick faster.
That's his pace. That's the thing. We can't predict the future. I'm not here to try to predict what his future stats going to look like.
We can just analyze as analysts. We can just analyze.
We can say all we want. Tom Brady missed the whole season because you remember he had the leg injury. Hey, that is not for certain. That's going to continue.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not going to get ahead. I'm not going to get ahead of myself and start saying
that's our job though. We put these things in the air.
Yeah, but we got to be realists too, man. We also got to be realists.
We shake the bushes. That's what we do. That's what makes it exciting.
We can't just go ahead and just say Pat Mahomes. It looked good right now, and yes, I do consider the Kansas City Chiefs. It's a start of a dynasty. Yes, this is definitely a dynasty they're building because the last time we saw something like this was the Patriots. That was the last time we saw something of this magnitude was the Patriots.
Right.
Yeah. So
but that's what we do as analysts. We let you know.
But hold off
what
on
the facts are and what could be.
May I ask?
Cool.
May I ask why can't we have that discussion? Why can't we have that discussion because you're saying the numbers are obviously the numbers, and at the end of the day, I agree with you. Brady is Brady. At the end of the day, I agree with you.
Brady is the best quarterback ever to play the game.
But my I guess for me, where I'm tending to go with it is I'm thinking more in the terms of Brady. If you want to keep it a bean, did Brady take the Patriots to those first 3 out of the 4 Super Bowls? Did Brady do that?
Brady won them Super Bowls because he broke my heart on one of them. They got that last minute drive, and hey, if it weren't for him, they wouldn't have been down there kicking that field goal to beat us.
Enough said. You right. Because I can't discount nothing that.
Can I bing in with an interjection with a couple of asterisks beside Tom Brady with the deflated football and the he has a couple of controversials because they was listening to the plays on one. What was that controversy when they was listening to all the plays? What was that?
We
had Deflategate with the footballs, and they also had another one where they was listening to all the plays.
We ain't here to debate that.
I'm just saying they're asterisks.
That was the organization. Tom Brady could not be directly linked to those. Those were just towards the out.
He's the greatest quarterback. Period. But I also said he has those 2 stars. Anytime Barry Bonds has a star, he has 2 stars. Beside his name too. And all I wanted to say was the trajectory of this man's career, we don't know where it's going. He's been to 4 of the last 6. If he wins this one, he will win 3 of those.
Let me. I'm gonna finish this point real quick, and I'm gonna
Yeah.
pass it right. I'm gonna pass it right back
Yeah.
off to you.
Yeah, I gotta say something.
Here's where I'm. Here's kind of where I land at it. I think the measure of a great player, right, is to continuously answer the bell, right? The greatest of the greatest have answered the bell continuously. It's like they get back to the playoffs, the finals, whatever the case is, and now it's a new hurdle to get over, right?
Mm-hmm.
We've now seen Mahomes with 4 completely different teams in the last 4 years. We've seen a Tyreek Hill team that was dominated by him making big plays over the top, and they got to the Super Bowl that way. We've seen a team that had a shitty defense, 32nd ranked defense, and no Isaiah Pacheco and no running game to speak of, and they got to the Super Bowl that way. And then they had a running game last year. And by the way, Tyreek Hill wasn't there. You take him off. You take a number 1 receiver away. What does the quarterback do? He leads the league in every major statistic for a quarterback: passing yards, touchdowns, completion percentage. Then this year,
you talking about 2022,
right?
Because 2023 he was none of those.
Who we talking about?
Pat Mahomes.
I'm talking about.
No, that's true.
I'm talking about. I'm talking about last year. Without Tyreek.
That's true.
I'm about to say 2022. Yeah, he led in almost every quarterback category, but 2023.
And now this year we have a team that led the league by far with 30-some odd drops. Not a number 1 receiver.
He's still there.
Not
he's
a
still there, buddy. He's still there.
Number 1 receiver to speak of.
Hey, we can't use that as an excuse for Pat Mahomes when they won't allow that to be used for Cam Newton in 2015. Which wide receiver group will you take? The one Pat Mahomes got now, or the one Cam Newton had in 2015?
Pat Mahomes would have took that team to the Super Bowl because I'm watching it. I'm watching it.
The Panthers did go to the Super Bowl.
Didn't he have DJ Moore?
No, DJ Moore didn't come to 2018.
Not DJ Moore. I'm sorry. No. He had the Hall of Famer with him. He had the one that's in the booth right now.
You ain't talking about Steve Smith?
Yeah, he had Steve Smith over there.
No, Steve Smith was his rookie season. Then you remember they didn't sign him back, and he went to Baltimore.
Yeah,
he only had Steve Smith for his rookie season.
That's cool. But I'm a fan of Cam. I mean, I'm not here to shit on. That's not the shit.
No. I'm just saying. Hey, we can't use that excuse for his wide receivers led the league in drops. Hey, that same thing happened, and they didn't let Cam. They didn't use that as an excuse for Cam.
I gave you 4 seasons. I didn't give you one season.
I'm saying no. Listen to me. I said this.
Did Cam
this past
get his
season,
team to the Super Bowl the year they led him in drops?
Yes, he did.
Okay, well that's cool.
Yes, he did.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey,
okay.
I man, I love the takes, bro. You know what I'm saying? And
I miss this.
Bro. I definitely. I'm so much on both sides of the fence, but
did Cam have that running back that's in San Francisco though?
Not in the Super Bowl. That's when Jonathan Stewart was our starting running back. Come on, man.
Hey, but I gotta keep it funky, fellas, man. For real. Like I'm with Cool on this, man. And it's an unbiased chat, man. Like you do it without, you know what I'm saying? Like they thought they was really gonna fall off. Airbnb gone, right? Who's the OC? Where is it going to come from? Where's the offense going to come from? Yeah, Kansas City struggled a lot this season, but goddamn, bro, they right back where they need to be tomorrow, man, at 6:30. You know what I'm saying? So I just look at it like, Bit Red. I look at him, Andy Reid is who I'm speaking of for the viewers that don't know. Man, I seen it numerous times with the Eagles, man. Like when he was there, like I remember they just couldn't get over that hump. They couldn't do it. I don't know if it was personnel. I don't know if it was coaching at that time or whatever the case may be, man. Yeah, or midnight. Yeah, definitely. You know what I'm saying? Even with a Terrell Owens that got them there. So
on one leg,
bro. McNabb throwing up in the the
Can we
huddle
have
note,
a
all of that stuff, bro.
Can we have a big red conversation? I got a I
Yeah,
got a
definitely.
I got a controversial take.
Yeah,
That's
definitely,
it.
definitely. Let me finish right quick. Definitely, we can have that. So I just look at it, man. You know, even this season, man, there's so many adversity points that they said they lost Tyreek Hill, got back to the Super Bowl. They don't have a run game, got back to the Super Bowl. The defense and all of that. Chris Jones, the only one really in Snead that they got on defense. They got back to where they need to be. You know what I'm saying? They lose their OC and Eric Bieniemy coming to Washington. How's the offense going to look? The offense didn't look good this season, and they still did what they were supposed to do. And they're in the big dance tomorrow. So, I asked that question: are they really a dynasty? Because to me personally, like the only reason I feel that way, man, because I'm like, damn, bro. When you think about it, they signed Pat Mahomes 10 years, $400 million. Obviously, they seen something. Like he's the only quarterback that really got that deal right now. Man, if he win tomorrow, bro, 3 out of that 10-year deal, I gotta go. It is the start. I ain't gonna say I ain't put him in the plethora of Tom Brady. None of them right
It's
now.
a start.
It's a start, but I do feel y'all when y'all say listen. Pat Mahomes can surpass Tom Brady at this point, bro. If he keep doing what he doing,
Yeah. Oh
I give
yeah.
him
No
that.
doubt.
And it starts tomorrow, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I look at even the AFC Championship games, and we'll talk about this, man. Like it pissed me off so much, man, because I remember the moments in the summertime. Not even the summertime. We can go back to the end of last season, bro. I love Lamar Jackson, man. Like I really wanted Baltimore to go to the bowl, right? With that being said, and I'm gonna keep this short, and we're gonna get into Cool's question about Big Red. Lamar Jackson disappointed me so much, man. Like not to the
Mm.
point where even they was calling him a choke, and we'll talk about this too. But he disappointed me so bad to the point I'm like, yo, you begged for that money, you asked for that money, you held out for that money, this and that and the third, and you ain't remotely show up half of what Pat Mahomes did on your home turf.
Hmm.
So that's why I feel like with Cup saying, you know what I'm saying, he's in that same breath, or he could be in that same breath with a Tom Brady. You know, and I'm speaking of Pat Mahomes. So that's just my juggling and playing, both sides of the fence when it comes to me.
Okay.
So that's where it lays with me, man. But yeah, Pat Mahomes, that guy, bro. And Cup, go ahead, man. I know, and we're gonna get into Cool's question, man. But go ahead, bro.
Pat Mahomes' trajectory is amazing. And I'm just, I agree with Revenge. Tom Brady is the best quarterback ever.
Yeah.
I just wanted to remind people he do got two asterisks beside his name with two, you know, two things.
He do.
I know one
Yeah,
was
he
Yeah.
his
do.
late.
Yeah.
What was
Yeah.
the other one called? Nobody told me what the other one was called. When he was listening to the plays when they was listening to the plays,
Was that Spygate?
Yeah,
Spygate
they
and
call that
Deflategate.
Spygate.
So he
Yeah.
do got two things. They won both of them, whatever.
Yeah,
But
but I even look at that. That was in the regular season. You know what I'm saying? But
no,
no
that
one.
was in the playoff game against it was in playoff game, I want to say.
It's
Um
just one asterisk for me. Cause as far as I'm concerned, if all y'all dumbasses had to do was take a little air out the ball to throw it better, why y'all wasn't all doing it? That's
Yeah.
just one. That's just one asterisk
Hey,
for me. I
and
don't I
and I'm
don't
a,
blame Brady for that. I don't
yeah,
blame
I
Brady
don't
for that.
either. I
Like,
don't. And
dog,
look,
all you
I'm gonna
got to
tell
do
you
is
why I
take a
don't.
little air out the ball. That's it.
That's
Are you
it.
kidding
And I'm
me?
gonna tell you why I don't. I don't blame him at all, man. Like people hate and said what they want to say. People hated on Kobe, but shit, damn, people hated on Jesus, bro.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I look at it like this: no one on this panel, no one in this world talks about. Do y'all remember the fucking defense? They had come on, man. Let's keep it funky
Well,
now.
yeah, the
It was
Patriots. Yeah.
the
Yeah.
Patriots defense
Yeah.
weren't no slout
Mike
squad,
Vrabel,
bro.
Julius Sayal now.
Come
Not
on,
Julius
man.
Sayal. What's his name? Uh,
Teddy Bruschi, like
yeah,
come on,
Teddy
man.
Bruschi. Yeah.
That's like, bro, they had a nice defense, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? That defense shortened the field. You got a Super Bowl winning championship quarterback like Tom Brady. That's all you need. So
Yeah.
that's how I look at it, man. You know, it ain't just Tom
And
Brady
that was
all
the
in all,
early
man.
2000 teams too. The ones,
Yeah,
the back to back
yeah, that
I
defense.
do
defense
But
was all right.
I do want to share some light on something. You spoke on Lamar. You spoke on Lamar Jackson, Who
Worst
is the
MVP ever.
MVP? Second
He
time.
is.
Second
He is.
time
He ain't got. He
MVP
ain't
of
in
the
the Super
league.
Bowl though.
Worst
Second
MVP ever,
time.
dog.
Second time.
Statistically
31 pick.
speaking,
I get it. I get it.
it's
It looks
terrible.
good. The
I
accolades look good to me. But
feel as
Honestly,
though
CMC
his
should have got
coaches,
MVP.
his coaches let him down in that game.
I don't believe that.
Reason being, his coaches let him down in that game. And they say that the NFL is rigged and all of that. His coaches let him down in that game because Baltimore has been the most running team in the NFL this year. In that game, they ran the ball a total of 6 times.
So,
1,
so
2,
let me
3,
ask you
4,
this.
5,
Four,
6.
four,
All right.
four in the second
Yeah,
half.
for the
Four in the
second half.
second
But
They
let
half.
me
ran the
ask
ball
you.
6 times, and they
So
ran the ball the most in the
Hey,
NFL
so
this
what
year.
you
I dig
pay?
it.
What you
I
pay
dig it.
Lamar that money for?
Hold on. See, this is what I'm about to say. This is
The
why I said
coaches
Lamar.
called the plays.
Hold on.
What?
This is why I said you. This is why I said, bro. Not to cut y'all off. This is why I said it's a difference in Pat Mahomes, Tom Brady, and then you got Lamar Jackson, right? Tom Brady went against the grain. If you don't know with Bill Belichick, Tom Brady called his own
Mm-hmm.
plays, just like a Pat
Mm-hmm.
Mahomes. I mean, like a Peyton Manning. Pat Mahomes is doing that now. Some things that Big Red and Andy Reid call, we cool. We definitely gonna get into this. He was calling his plays this year. Lamar Jackson, man, with that magnitude and that game, how big it was, bruh. I seen him sitting in the pocket. He knew none. OBJ won't get open. Zay Flowers won't get open. Who else? I mean, shoot, you could go Likely, you could go Mark Andrews, bro. You were sitting in the pocket for 5 minutes. Run the ball. Forget what Harbaugh is talking about. This is the time to take over the game. That's where I said we level those quarterbacks different. Where we say, okay, he the MVP. Yeah, he got the numbers in the regular season, but I feel like the MVP, that's the game changer. That's what they say. He's supposed to be that game changer. Lamar Jackson lost that game, bro. I'm telling you, like it was so many points and times in that ALC championship game. I'm looking at him, bro, and I'm talking about I'm rewinding YouTube TV. Like, bro, ain't nobody rushing you. You got a wide open lane in the middle. Run the ball, get the first down. Little fight another down. He's
Mm-hmm.
sitting there in the pocket. That ain't coaching. Whether your coach telling you to do that or not, man, listen, you're Lamar
Make
Jackson.
a
You
play.
ask for that money. Make a play. That's why I had my beef with him, bro.
The part about
And he's
him,
still the
You
MVP.
do that, but then you get hurt. You get hurt, now your career
It's
over.
a chance you take. But look, I
Man, you
mean,
just got all. Come on, that money ain't
yeah, but
guaranteed
look,
in
I'm just
football.
saying it
The
ain't
money ain't
guaranteed. But I'm
guaranteed in
just looking
football.
at it
You got to
like, I
come on. You
mean,
got to call the play. You got to
other
run the play.
quarterbacks do it, bro. Other
You got to
quarterbacks.
run.
I mean, we could go Brock Purdy. Guess who gonna do it tomorrow? Brock Purdy. When that play breakdown, guess what Brock Purdy gonna do? He gonna run the ball, and he Mr. Irrelevant. I've seen it. That's why they in the Super Bowl.
two plays
What I'm
in this
saying
game.
is,
Two plays in this game. I don't believe you would be saying what you're saying right now. I have to respectfully disagree. The part that you're saying about him making plays with his legs, that is absolutely true. He should have
He
made
has
more
to.
plays with his legs.
Way more plays,
But
bro.
the Zay Flowers fumble in the end zone. If he does not fumble that ball
Yeah,
in the
it's a
end
game
zone,
changer.
at the very worst, you're playing for overtime. You probably win the game. And also, if Zay Flowers does not get a taunting penalty, throwing the ball right on top of the defender that tackled him, it
That's
takes
true.
them out of field goal range, which then took them out of the red zone. Should a
Yeah.
quarterback like Lamar Jackson be able to overcome that? Sure. But if those two plays happen and you get those 10 points, one on the field goal, because he threw, by the time Zay Flowers got the taunting penalty, they were already in field goal range. You take a
Mm-hmm.
15-yard penalty, get kicked out of field goal range. So now that's 3 points right there. And if he doesn't fumble out the end zone, that's 10 points. If those 10 points
Mm-hmm.
get put on the board, I don't think y'all are saying anything y'all saying right now.
No,
Respectfully.
the
Respectfully.
only reason I'm saying that for real cool is the point of John Madden said it a long time ago, bro. Football is you have adversity in it, so you're gonna have those plays where you have a player that ain't fumble all season long that might fumble. You have a player that ain't dropped the ball all season long. He might drop a pass. Mike, I look at when Green Bay lost to was it Dallas? Who did Green Bay lose to?
Uh,
Uh San
they
Fran,
lost
I
Dallas
to
think.
San
lost to
Fran.
Green
They
Bay.
lost to
They
San
lost to
Fran.
San Fran. point in case. I even go to the lines, bro. Point in case. So we can say the 49ers came back on the lines, right? Josh Reynolds dropped a gang of passes.
Mm-hmm.
We could go back to the Green Bay game. If Jordan Love didn't
Throw across his
throw that
body.
ball behind, throw across his body. Aaron Jones that first down, kick the field goal. They'd have more points on the board. So I look at the adversities, and I'm not disagreeing. I understand what you're saying, but you got to count those into play too. I'm just saying, like, we talk about quarterbacks, we're talking about MVP, who's this, who's that, who's the GOAT, whatever the case. I'm just looking at it like, man, like Lamar Jackson could have did a little bit more for his team, man, and especially the way he was
All right.
asking.
And I will say this to that. I would say I would go to the Baltimore game before that last game, and I would go to the coaching calling more running plays and actually calling running plays for Dalvin Cook. Why did you get him? Dalvin Cook had a running play where he almost broke and went for a whole touchdown.
Yeah, he did.
He didn't even get a carry in that game. I feel like if they would have ran Dalvin Cook, he probably would have ran all over them boys. They didn't even run the Gus the Bus 4 times in that game.
Yeah.
They ran the ball 6 times.
Justin Hill wasn't really.
And Gus the Bus got 3 carries.
Yeah. Nah,
they was running the other. They didn't run the ball at all.
And why the hell was Mark Andrews on the field? Why was Mark Andrews on the field?
Your team ran the ball more than anybody in the NFL, yet you ran the ball 6 times in that whole game. Coaching let them down in that game. I don't care what nobody says. And I think Harbaugh should be reprimanded for that.
Yeah, I can't put it all on coaching, man. I can't put it all on coaching. He got that big contract. Like, you got to understand, he got
the contract, so he can't go nowhere.
Listen, he got paid. No, he's getting paid in a one-score game, in a playoff game. Listen to me. He getting paid. He getting paid the type of money where if you're in a championship game at home, you're supposed to make a play in a 1-possession game.
Yeah, that check count, bro. That check count. I can't.
That is what he paid to do. He's a game changer.
I watched that game.
Yeah, and your offensive coordinator supposed to tell him that. You got to know your personnel. Your coaches know your personnel. If you know you got Tom Brady, you say Tom Brady. You can read the defense. You call and figure out the play. If you know your personnel, you know Lamar Jackson, you're the most athletic guy on the field. Run the ball and figure it out. Just run the ball on them. You're gonna out.
But I'm gonna be honest with you.
Run the ball. You tell them what to do. When you got Lamar Jackson, you tell him to run the ball.
This is a 2-time MVP. You mean to tell me his coach got to tell? Hold on, listen to me. This is a 2-time MVP. You meaning to tell me a coach got to tell him to use his athleticism?
So you're paying the coach. You're paying the coach $150,000.
You paying the coach to call the play so that your superstar can make the play.
Why he getting paid?
To call the play. To call the play. To call the play.
So you giving them 6-7 figures just to stand there with a headset on?
Hey, look, we've seen plenty of sorry coaches continuously getting jobs behind great players.
Yeah.
And all this money not to do nothing.
But you have never seen a sorry player continuously get jobs behind a good coach.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, though. Like, at the end of the day, you can look at it, man. Look at all the head coaching position changes. Look at all the OC position changes. The players that's there, they got their money. I have to stand tall on this, man. Like, I wanted Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens to get to the Super Bowl. That was my Super Bowl pick. I said it was going to be a rematch of 2012 when the lights went out. Right. I said that was my Super Bowl pick. But when they got to that game, I can't blame the coaches, bro. Like, the coaches got them to that point. At that point, that's just like
y'all not seeing the big picture, right?
No, no. So look at this. So let's take it to basketball, right? And B, you a 76ers fan, right?
No. Let me make this last point, and then I'll acquiesce out of it.
It's not coaches, bro. You can't blame it on them.
The way the game is set up, right? You have coaches and players.
Right.
The game plan is set by the coaches.
Yeah.
So you have a player that plays a position that's coached by coaches. You have 4 quarters in a game. Now, what you guys are saying, I understand what you're saying, but that player, I understand he can make 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 plays a game against the coach that could win or lose the game, but not the whole damn game plan. I'm saying they
saying the
ran the
whole
ball
game.
6 times.
It
That's
We're
a
ain't
not saying the
game
whole
plan
game.
it ain't
thing.
about that.
Look,
There
That's
was
what the
we're
times
not.
where
coaches
Lamar just
does.
sat
You
in the
understand what I'm
pocket and
saying?
just
The
sat
game
there.
plan.
He was
No,
You
a
ran the ball
sitting
6
duck in the
times.
pocket.
we're not saying that. At the end of the day, think about it, bro. You had, bro. We said Kansas City had the number one pass defense in the playoffs, right?
4 quarters in the game, they
But
ran
guess
the ball
what?
6
In that
times.
game,
It's
guess
a
what? In that
game
game,
plan thing.
listen, in that game, they were stopping the run. Go back and look at the game. We're not talking about what they
How
did
you
regular
stop the
season.
run?
We're
You
not
ran it
talking about
6 times in 4 quarters.
because they couldn't run. They were playing catch up. Cup. They was playing catch up, bro. Listen, look at the score. They were playing catch up the whole game. They couldn't even score. They couldn't even get Justin Tucker in position to kick a field goal. They couldn't score. They had to pass the ball. And then when they have to pass the ball, Lamar Jackson sitting in the pocket, trying to still pass the ball to OBJ Olaz. You trying to pass it to whoever, Mark Andrews. It wasn't happening, bro. Run the ball. You got to create the run game. If you're not running, listen, if I'm a running quarterback, right? If my team ain't running the ball good, I'm a running quarterback. I'm gonna start running the ball. You are part of
Stress
the
the
run game.
defense.
You're a
Stress the
part of the
defense.
run game. You're a mobile quarterback. You are. If Pacheco can't run the ball tomorrow, if McKinnon is back tomorrow, if Kansas City don't have a run game, guess what Pat Mahomes gonna do?
Throw that, mama.
He gonna run the ball. He gonna stretch the defense. He's gonna extend the plays. Man, I can't blame it on the coaches on that one, bro. Even if you said they ran the ball all season long, obviously the run won't working. Or
There
I
was no
don't
purpose
know.
in
I
them
really
trying
don't know,
to
bro.
grind
I
I'm
out
really
a,
20
don't know.
carries for 15 yards. That makes no sense.
Yeah,
I'm
go
gonna
ahead, Pooh.
leave. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave the coaching thing alone because I mean it's as I'm gonna leave that there. But what I will say is I've heard a couple people other than y'all say that we got to stop with this whole him getting this money thing. At this point in the NFL, dog, unless you working on a rookie deal, everybody got that money.
It's true.
Joe Burrow is fucking Greg Oden. That motherfucker ain't never healthy. He got that money. Dak Prescott can't win a playoff game to save his fucking life. He got that money. Josh Allen is Mr. Oopsie Daisy. He got that money.
And the
Aaron
same
Rodgers,
argument is used
like
against them same ones. Make a play.
what I'm saying, I guess what I'm saying is that they not two-time MVPs. What I'm saying is they haven't carried their offense the way he has to that point. Now he had a bad game in that moment. He did have a bad moment with not decisively making the plays that he made. But I'm not gonna say that a man, because you got money that in the AFC championship game,
No, I get it.
now you
I get
don't
it.
deserve you now it's like, oh look, he got his money and look what he did. We in the AFC championship game, dog. Y'all this ain't the wild card game, dog. Like he the week before that he lit the another money man up in Josh Allen that everybody, all the white analysts keep trying to propel to the top.
Yeah,
That
but I
don't
look at
matter.
You
them
said
too.
That don't matter
he
when he
fucked
couldn't
him
put
up.
up points when it really mattered. That don't matter. He got the thing is that's it ain't about him getting paid. It ain't him having the money. We know everybody gets the bag. That
Yeah, I
every
want.
quarterback that make plays is gonna get the bag. But that's the purpose of them getting that bag. You don't see Brock Osweiler getting a contract like Lamar Jackson for a reason.
They not asked to do what he's asked to do. They're not asked to
I
do
get
what
it.
he's asked to do.
That's my point.
You know?
So make a play. That's what he's paid to do, to make that play. That's my point. Yes.
Hey,
Yes.
I just feel like at the end of the day, and I wholeheartedly agree with all of y'all, man. Especially you, cool, when you said, don't even count the money aspect in it, bro. But I have a hard time just like it's the way it turns out. You know what I'm saying, man? I feel like at the end of the day, Baltimore was going to pay him his money regardless, or he
Oh
was
yeah.
going to walk. He wouldn't get it from anywhere else, right?
Oh yeah.
So take the money aspect out of it. If he was on his rookie contract or they looked at him for what he was, Brock Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant. If he won a Super Bowl tomorrow, shit, he fuck an MVP, he deserves a whole lot of money.
You feel me?
So I'm just looking at it. It ain't even really about the money for me. I'm just talking about those in those moments, making those
Who gonna
plays,
make a
man. Looking
But
at it like,
y'all just made bro point. Now I'm gonna go right back to bro point. Y'all just made his point, because if you gonna sit here and tell me that you think Brock Purdy is asked to do what Lamar Jackson is asked to do when
No, I'm not saying that.
He has Debo Samuel,
No,
Brandon
no,
Ayuk, and Christian
no.
McCaffrey. You just
No,
said you
no,
think
What?
my man's right here
no.
just said he think Christian McCaffrey should have been the MVP this year. If
Yes.
that's
Nah, I don't
if
agree with
that's
that.
the case,
Hold
Yeah,
on,
I
hold
don't
on.
agree with that.
If we
if
talking
that
statistically speaking, yes, Christian McCaffrey had a better season than Lamar Jackson.
so if that's the case, then why are we talking about
Yes.
Brock Purdy when he got all world receivers and an all world running back behind him?
No,
Yeah, I
we
mean,
talk.
The
He
I
only
coach.
brought up Brock Purdy because he said if he win the Super Bowl, then he
then we
deserves a
So
bag.
what? Then he goes to the point that Big Bro just said. With this it's a coaching thing. It ain't a Brock Purdy thing. Brock Purdy
And I
didn't
said
carry
that
them to
earlier.
no
You
goddamn
never
Super
see a
Bowl.
sorry player behind a good coach. It's always a good coach that always somehow get a sorry player a job.
yeah. I only
He ain't
said,
a
I mean,
two-time MVP. You can do everything once. You can do
But that
something
two-time
once.
MVP ain't
You
got a
can do
Super
something
Bowl
that's
or
once.
true.
been to the Super Bowl.
You
I
got
just
it.
look at it
You
like this,
got
That
it.
bro.
two-time
You got it.
MVP, every time he get to the playoffs, he forget how to play football.
No,
The
look.
playoffs.
Yeah, every
He
time he
won the
get
week
to the
before.
playoffs,
He
he
won the week
forget. Look at
before.
his playoff stats are trash.
Got it. Got it. For
Look.
sure.
I just look at it like this, fellas, man. At the end of the day, man. Like, and this probably is petty as hell for me saying this, and I mean, it's probably not even politically correct, but I'm looking at it like this. Okay, Dak got his money, right?
Mhm.
Cowboys lost again,
And
right?
they trashed that.
So okay, they trash. You know, we can say what they are. We can say what they do. You know, we the Stephen A's of the world. Everybody, we can say who they are, who they aren't. This and that, and the third, right? Out of all of that debacle that Dallas lost, right, in the playoffs again,
Mhm.
guess what the storyline was? Should we keep Mike McCarthy? They ain't said nothing about Dak Prescott. I mean, a few people did. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So, I mean, we keep recycling these coaches. We keep recycling all of this and that, and we'll never look at the players to be like, damn, did he really deserve that money? Did I mean, get your money. I want everybody to get your money, but I'm just saying, like, let's keep it funky, man. It ain't always the coaches, bro. The players got to show up on the football field.
Mhm.
I can call a play. I can my son can play part one of football. I can call a play. But if the players ain't on the field running the plays how they supposed to be, that's just what it is. Now, if they don't run it how it's supposed to be, then y'all firing the coach, y'all getting rid of the owners, y'all doing that in the third. But ain't nobody taking accountability to the players. I'm just telling y'all what I seen with my own two eyes. And I might be emotional about it because I wanted Lamar Jackson to prevail, right? But I'm just saying, like all that I seen in the regular season, bro. We could talk about the run game, how much they didn't run in the playoffs, this and that, and the third. Man, when you get in that position, bro, that's just what it is, man. If you got man, fuck the money. You, Lamar Jackson, you a game changer.
Mhm.
You an MVP quarterback. They said every league, MVP supposed to make their
Superstar.
team better. That's what they said. NBA, baseball, that's how you get the MVP, right? They said you get the MVP if you made your team better. I just don't feel like he lived up to that moment. And this ain't even got to do nothing about money for real, for real. So, but yeah, man, we keep it pushing, bro. For real, for real. I love the takes, love the debates, man. A little friendly competition. But yeah,
Oh
the
yeah.
big game is tomorrow, man. Big game. Everybody here saying that we're going for the Kansas City Chiefs. And when Cool pop up, I do want to talk about Andy Reid too, man. Because I mean, for real, he gotta be like we talking about the football players right now or the players that's involved. We gotta talk about Andy Reid, man. He gotta be one of those greatest coaches of all time right now.
Yeah.
I mean, for what he's done,
Or
we
this
have
era.
to. Or this era, we have to. We have to. So yeah, cool, man. I see you just pop back on, man. How you feel about Big Red, man? Andy Reid, man.
Yeah,
He
you
back
say you had
there.
a tape.
I would
He's
ask.
back.
I would ask. I would ask to give me a better coach all
Ooh.
time. I would ask
Better
somebody to give me a
coach.
better coach
Then
than Andy Reid. I would ask somebody to give me a better all-time coach than Andy Reid. Let me start off by saying this. Brett Favre was the first quarterback to win 3 consecutive MVPs. Who was his OC? Andy
it
Reid.
was Henry. That's fine.
The Philadelphia Eagles went to 4 out of 5 straight NFC Championship games with Donovan
Yeah.
McNabb, who we just dissed earlier in the show.
Yeah, we did.
Who was the coach of that team? It would
Andy Reid.
be Andy Reid.
Yeah.
He then transitioned to another great quarterback who was coming out of fucking jail. They hadn't played a down.
Vic.
Michael Vick
Like that hometown boy.
transitions him into his best season as a throwing quarterback.
Yes.
Then you leave there. Oh, I'll leave Nick Foles out of this because that was the Chip Kelly thing. Then you transition into Alex Smith.
And Smith had his best year.
The so-called bust of the end of the biggest bust in so-called biggest bust in NFL history because he went ahead of Aaron Rodgers. He had his best season under Andy
and got him paid too.
and went to the AFC Championship game
and got him paid after that.
And then he moved up, traded his entire draft capital to go get a kid that nobody else was planning on getting at that part of the first round. And he has been to 4 out of 6 Super Bowls. I would ask someone to please tell me a better coach in NFL history.
Belichick, man. Come on now.
You mean
Come on,
Bella
man.
Brady? You mean Bella Brady? You mean Bella Brady?
Bella Brady.
Hey.
Bella Brady.
Hey, Belichick got the same hardware. He got the same hardware.
No, the hell he don't. Or he
don't, because Brady got one at Tampa Bay without him.
He'd have a job right now if he did.
That's one without.
He'd have a job.
Yeah, but he was without him. He don't got one without Brady.
That's my,
he don't got one without Brady. That's the whole point.
Y'all act like this Shaq and Kobe. He a coach. Well, he's supposed to follow Brady or something? He a coach.
I just asked him to give me
so now all of a sudden you want to put the player against the coach. Now you want to put the player against the coach.
The point. That was
he had his only
point.
Belichick. I was waiting on somebody to say Belichick. Only if you look at Belichick's coaching career, the only time that he won was when he had Brady. Yeah. He was a coach before, but people forget he was a head coach before that.
Even in college, he didn't win. He didn't win in college.
He was a head coach for 5 seasons before Brady came along. And he didn't even want to start Brady, obviously, because Drew Bledsoe was a former number 1 overall pick.
Yes.
So then you get a Brady, and for the next 20 years, your life is great. By the way, Brady then leaves you and then takes a team that missed the playoffs to the fucking Super Bowl.
Hey, the record book say Brady got the record book says that the record book says Belichick got 6 rings.
But I'm asking you, my good brother. I'm asking
the record book says Belichick got 6 rings.
You give me a better coach. I ain't asking the record books.
The record book says Belichick got 6 rings. That's the better coach.
Okay. Gentlemen, both.
Or I can say Don Shula.
Why would you say that?
Because he was first of all, he was a pioneer when it came to coaching. When it came to the offense that he ran in Miami, that was something they ain't never seen.
You told me record books. We ain't talking about pioneering.
Hey! You just said it. You said other than the record book. You just said it. So I was giving you one other than the record book.
Okay.
You asked for something. Okay. You asked for something different.
You can. All right.
So Don Shula. I could go Don Shula. The only undefeated season in NFL history.
How many games they played back then? 8, 10?
Hey.
How many games they played back then?
We ain't about to.
How many teams in the NFL was it? Was like 15,
it was probably about 16 though, but still, that ain't the point.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
And they played how many games?
Hey. We didn't say errors. We just asked.
They play goddamn 18 games now.
They play 17 now. They play 17 now and still can't pass some of the records in the early days.
Hey, I got some fun. I got some fun facts, fellas, for real, man. So Belichick coaching tree, bro. Bill Belichick for the former New England Patriots, because he's not coaching right now. He's produced Romeo Crennel, Eric Mangini, Josh McDaniels.
Who?
Come on. You heard these coaches, man. Come on now.
Nick Saban, Jim Schwartz. Bill
you
O'Brien,
said who? Nick's the greatest college football coach of all time.
Look,
did you just say Nick Saban, dog?
The greatest college coach of all time.
Listen,
whose father was a college football coach? That's who Nick Saban.
Look, Andy Reid. Look at Andy Reid, man.
Hey! He came from under his tree.
So Andy Reid, Brad Childress. You got John Harbaugh. He got Super Bowl with the Ravens. Bro. Steve Spagnuolo, Leslie Frazier, Ron Rivera, Matt Nagy, Sean McDermott, Doug Peterson, and Todd Bowles. But that doesn't take anything away, man. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Like I gotta keep it funky, man. Like the hardware is there with Belichick, but I understand the coaching. Yeah, Andy Reid, that guy, bro. Big
Oh
Red,
yeah,
that guy.
I like Andy,
Big Red.
but he ain't
I
on my
can't
team,
take.
so
Yeah, I can't take. But at the end of the day,
He
right?
took a man out of jail, bro. Out of jail,
Yeah.
dog.
But look
The
at it.
man was in jail and they
Yeah,
damn
shit, he
they
was in the
keep putting the
feds.
team. Yo, dog. Come
He
on,
was in
man.
the feds. But I look at it like this, right? We still got so much time left with the Pat Mahomes and the Reed duel. Like, man, when it's all said and done, man.
You said Belichick has more coaches under him with Super Bowls than Andy Reid.
Who said that?
I thought that was said. I was about to say John
No, they're
Harbaugh.
trying to
who
say
said that?
no, they I guess we have to hang our hat on Nick Saban, who is not a coach, Belichick coaching tree. But they
You
say
know Nick Saban failed as an NFL coach, though, right?
Yeah,
We
but
That's
he
ain't
why
talking
he
never
about
went
got
to
it.
NFL.
college
We
in the
talking
first
about
place.
coaching in
He
general.
failed in the NFL. That's why he went to
Yeah,
college.
Mahomes is
so we
failing
just
as a coach,
Studied
but
as
he's
an
still
NFL
there.
coach.
so we
He's still the greatest
He
college coach of all
failed as an
time.
NFL coach.
He's
That's
still the
why he
greatest
went to
college
college.
coach. He's still the greatest college coach of
I'm
all
just
time.
saying.
Hey, you hang your hat on that.
so
I'm
I
just
got it
saying.
as
He couldn't cut it in the NFL. That's why he went to college.
Hey, but he won. That's the thing. He did it right. He went where he was wanted.
yeah. So
I mean, when you go to Alabama and you cheat for all them years, now when it's more
Uh,
even playing field,
hey,
he retired. He
what
retired
proof?
when he
Hey,
can't get all the best
what
players.
what proof
When
you
he
got
can't
of
get
that?
all the best players, he
What
retired.
what
What the
proof you
fuck you
got?
saying? Excuse my language. You might have to edit that part. When he can't get all the best players no more, the man
what proof?
retired.
Hey, what proof you got
Now
of
that
that?
Dion in
What?
here, Dion
Hey,
getting more of my
hey,
players
hey,
now,
hey,
I'm gonna
hey,
retire
and they
because
still,
y'all want to
no,
pay
no,
the
hold on,
players.
listen,
I can't
I'm,
pay all the good
Cup,
players no more to come
I'm,
here.
I'm gonna put it into all you just said. You talking all that, and Alabama still got a top 5 recruiting class this year. What are you talking about?
That's
What are
BS.
you talking about?
No.
What are you talking about?
hey,
No.
Hey,
hey,
Bama has been the only school for the last 15 years.
They
Every
will not
graduating
have a
class that they come through
man. Them
Bama
boys
has
gonna
won a
transfer
national
out there.
championship.
hey,
Has won a
Them boys ain't going to
national
Alabama.
hold
championship.
on. I will. No, I ain't even getting into that. We're gonna get into that. That show. This is why
They is
NPR.
not going to Alabama,
This is
man.
why
Come
the
on,
NPR
top
league.
5 recruiting class.
That will
Top
not
5
stand
recruiting
when all
class.
them boys withdraw
Top
that
5
application to
recruiting.
Alabama.
And Saban gone, and they still got a top 5 recruiting class. Come on now.
That's
We
before
got it.
all them
We got it.
leave,
Come
man.
on now. Come
They
on
not
now.
gonna
Cup. It
honor
ain't.
that.
Hey,
They
Cup.
not gonna honor that. They gonna go somewhere
You
else.
need to go ahead. I heard the player haters ball coming up because you're gonna be there. You need to be at the player haters ball.
They gonna go
Hey,
somewhere
hey,
else
hey,
now.
hey, hey.
They ain't going there now. They
Hey
ain't going
man,
to
look.
Alabama now.
Hey, look.
They been
I
gone.
ain't gonna hold y'all on, man. Look, the
They
last
all going to Texas now to get that NIL money.
Hey man, that's fine, but they ain't gonna win no hardware.
the
They don't
last
care about the
time
hardware. They gonna get
the
paid.
49ers and the Kansas City Chiefs,
They ain't
man.
got to go to Alabama to get cars and apartments no more. They can go somewhere else.
31-20, fellas. That was the last
Yeah.
time. Like,
Oh man.
whole different
They
take.
only went to Alabama because that's where they was getting the cars
I
and
love
the
it,
and
bro.
the apartments at.
Hey, what proof of this you got? What
The
proof of this you
boosters.
got?
Go check with the boosters.
Hey, you gotta show me some concrete evidence.
Hey, Bo, if this shit don't go viral, man, it's your fault, man.
Hey,
We gave it to you. Hey, we
it's
gave
my
it to you,
fault, bro.
dog. We gave
Hey,
it to
listen,
you, man.
I'm
Them
putting it
boys was
out.
going to Alabama. They ain't even go to college classes. All they went to was the
hey, hey,
football
hey,
field.
hey,
All they
hey,
went
hey,
to was the football field. They
hey,
ain't
hey.
even go to classes.
That's all that matter in the
They
South.
had rental cars, apartments. They ain't even go to school.
My
Hey
boy
man,
USC
what
the
proof of
same way,
this?
man. USC the same way. I remember my boy Reggie Bush
Hey,
put the hammer out, him and Matt Long.
tell them to give Reggie back
They
his
been
Heisman,
gone now
man.
though.
Give Reggie back his Heisman. Don't make no
Go
sense,
back his
man.
Heisman, bro.
Yeah, give Reggie back his Heisman. That's crazy.
Hey man, hold on, bro. I got a few. I still got some questions, man. I told you, man. I need all of y'all, bro. I won't do this without my boys, man. Straight up and down, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in, kicking it with us. The NPR league, man. The best shit in town. Let's go, man. Hey, I do want to ask this though, for real. Let's get back. Let me slide to the fantasy football side of things, right?
Right on.
Gotta ask this, man. Who is y'all top that 1.01 net season, bro? PPR, standard. Who you think should be drafted first, man? Who going number one? Who gonna be that top dog, man?
Are we doing the? Have y'all come down on the? Have we made a decision on the defensive players?
That's
Drafting
coming.
the
That's
defensive
coming.
players.
Yeah, that's
We got to
definitely
do a
coming
vote.
very soon.
We
Yeah,
got
Because
we
to
got
if
do a
that's the
vote.
because if that's the case, I would change my pick on one from one to another pick. But
to another. Yeah,
yeah,
so we
yeah.
definitely gonna. I want to say I'm gonna go ahead and base it after the Super Bowl. I need everybody to be honest with you. And I'm glad we live right now. I want to tell everybody, man, that's in the MPR league, man. If you playing that season, man, please let us know, bro. Whether you're gonna be in the PPR side of things, the standard side of things, or both.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna fill it up, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna make sure, and we're going to keep it at 12 teams, man. That 14 on the PPR flat side of thing is too much, bro. It's way too much. You know what I'm saying? Like like I said earlier in the show, it's not enough wiggle room when it comes to the waiver wire. So, but other than that, man, like yeah, we got a lot of voting to do. We got a lot of switcheroos to do. We got a lot of things that's going on, man. Like we can do it all. It's up to y'all. It's definitely up to y'all. This we built this for us, for lack of better words. We really built this for us, man. So if y'all say y'all want to add defensive players, that IDP, we gonna vote for it. If it win, we're gonna do it. Just like we did the dry pit trading. I really feel like that's gonna be big if we do it for PPR too.
Yes, sir.
That dry pit trading and knowing that your pick before, just before like midsummer. And it
I
gives you
had a lot
time
of
to start
fun with
studying.
that.
Yeah,
I think that was really fun. It
yeah,
got a little hectic at one time.
yeah.
It still was fun. It was
It was
exciting.
fun, man. And the boil down to it, man. Like if we do it midsummer, bro, and everybody know they pick for real, that'll give you time to study your teams, study the players, and really get your draft board together. You know what I'm saying? Like what we've been doing on cool. And I told you, this season, shit, you rolling into your second season, bro. Like, and I see that you want to be on both sides of the both sides, both leagues, man. That's big time, bro. It's different scoring. You know what I'm saying? PPR, you just got the decimal, that half a point or whatnot.
Yeah,
But standard is just straight scoring. You know what I'm saying? The points at a
yeah.
point. But other than that, yeah, we gonna vote and get it in. But anybody got like with that one player that they probably can top off the top of their head right now, they'd be like, yo, he might be top five or he going number one that season, man.
Oh, mine's been the same guy for the last 3-4 years.
CLC.
Oh yeah. Oh
Because I
yeah.
know I know Pluto astronaut. He's still shit. He in the Super Bowl now, and I'm not talking about Pluto astronaut. I'm just talking about he always like to go get Patty Mahomes. When
Yeah.
he one, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a stretch. You got to build your team around that if you're going to reach for a quarterback that far. You know what I'm saying? We can go. I just look at so many players boom this season, bro. Like it was one for the books, man. Like to me, I ain't putting him in number one, but I'm just like shoot, he might be one of those top five quarterbacks or top 10 quarterbacks in CJ Stroud. You know what I'm saying? And then
Oh yeah.
you could go all the way down the line. Look,
Jordan Love.
I mean, shoot, I feel like Sam Laporta might trump Mark Andrews, bro, and be number two,
Yeah.
Travis
Hey,
Kelsey.
Sammy Ball game did have a good year for me. I
Yeah,
had him in both
you know,
leagues.
you know what I'm saying?
Rasheed Rice is gonna climb up some
I had
dude
Sammy
boards.
Ball game in both leagues, and he put up numbers.
Yeah,
He
so
definitely put up numbers.
I'm just excited about it, and I'm looking at it like that. But first and foremost, we definitely got this NFL draft coming, man. And yeah, we could get into that. We talked about it a little earlier before we tapped the live button, man. I need Chicago not to draft Caleb Williams. I really do.
Yes, yes, definitely.
Oh yeah, I need him in Washington.
Hey, real quick, Bo, I'm gonna put my. Hey, I was gonna say too. You took my pick. That was I was gonna say going in the next year.
Yeah,
See, it's Stroud for me.
Stroud is that guy, bro.
It's
I just
Stroud for
felt,
me.
man. Yeah, him and what D'Amico Ryans, the coach. Like, I just feel like, man, it's a different ball game with them, man. Like, they got to get that running game back popping. The season before I had in fantasy, I had Damian Pierce. He looked good in his rookie season. He ain't do too good this season right now, And Singletary came along, but they get that run game popping with those weapons they got on the outside with Nico Collins, Tank Dell come back healthy. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Brown, Noah Brown. So you know what I'm saying. Dalton Schultz, their tight end, man. If they get that run game where it's supposed to be, man, CJ Stroud will be a force to be reckoned with. Man, he might be another one of them quarterbacks, man. We be looking at it in a few years, you be like, ooh,
He
you know
got
what I'm
some
saying?
weapons. He
He
got some
definitely got
weapons.
some weapons, bro.
I'm gonna
And
go ahead and tell y'all, don't sleep on Bryce now. I'm trying to
no,
tell you.
Bryce definitely can wake up, man. Bryce can
Yeah.
wake up. I ain't
Don't
sleeping.
sleep.
Especially coming out of rookie season, man. I ain't know whether they did good or bad. I ain't sleeping on nobody for that because Bryce Young could be that second year quarterback that turned that thing around down there. Keep it pounding. So
Yeah.
that's just how I
I'm
look at it.
hoping
What
it.
pick in the draft do Carolina have?
The 33rd. That's our first pick in the second
Man,
round.
hey man, that ain't what we need to be talking about. Y'all need to go ahead and get on the phone and negotiate. What y'all
We
go?
need it.
Need to do
What
something
y'all
because I
giving
don't
up?
see nobody that Bryce throwing the ball to. And the 33rd pick ain't gonna help you do much.
Hey, cool. We'll give up that
You'll
second
see.
for that first.
No, I know that, but it's gonna have to be some. You gonna have to put some condiments on that burger, bro.
Man, bro. 2 seconds for
Need-
that
Man,
first.
I need Caleb. I need Caleb in this helmet, man.
We give y'all that that's first round second pick and then a second round pick for that first.
man, we was talking about it before we got on here, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. I hope y'all get it. I hope y'all get it. I think Caleb Williams is gonna be a damn good quarterback. I just don't think he's a Chicago guy. I don't
Yeah.
think he's a Chicago guy. I don't think he's a guy that's going to necessarily be great in a city where the media is going to be heavy on him.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Chicago, New York, LA, those spots. I mean he might do all right out there just because he seemed like that Southern California kid, but he
So
needs it. I feel like he's perfect for y'all.
that's where I
Played
need to
his
chime
played
in.
played his
That's
high
my
school
cue.
ball. Played his
He's a
high school ball there.
hometown kid.
Yeah, yeah. Y'all
We
should
have a
take
new
him.
coach. We have new ownership.
Oh, he from Washington.
He's from Maryland area. He's from DMV.
Oh,
He's a
Yeah.
hometown kid. Hometown
I could
product.
tell by the way he dressed.
Listen,
You can
listen,
y'all can have that dress, bro. For real,
listen,
man.
man. The man is ultra talented. He won the Heisman his sophomore year.
Yeah, I
Listen,
ain't
man.
impressed with him.
Listen,
I think it's so dope, man. Like you going from USC basically the same
listen.
colors, bro. To
We
He
we
been the
have
Washington.
best. He been the best
we have the
quarterback in college
offensive
football.
coordinator that coached them. We need him.
Emma Holmes at
I don't
Texas.
know why. I don't know why you had a great OC. I don't know why.
We did.
I don't know
Oh,
We
why.
y'all
did.
fired the enemy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they let her
I
go.
don't know
Hey,
why.
so hold on. I got a question about that too, bro. I got a question about that.
Which tells
So
me something about Caleb Williams, by the way, because they say Eric Bieniemy coaches tough, and all of a sudden now you need to go get the guy who
no, but
coddles
look, I got
him. That tell me something, but it's cool.
but I
It's
got a
cool.
question about that. Is the enemy really that guy now that the Kansas City Chiefs are in the Super Bowl without him?
Who's that?
The enemy. Is he really that guy? I mean, the Chiefs back in the Super Bowl without him.
Yes,
Mm,
yes, yes. Because
okay.
because for about 2 months, y'all thought Sam Howell was worth a damn. Y'all thought y'all
No,
y'all thought
but
Sam
hold on,
Howell was worth a
hold on.
damn for a couple of months.
Hold on. I'm not gonna push back on that, bro. I love it to death. I'm gonna tell you why I'm not gonna push back on it. That's the reason why when people were talking about go get May, I don't want him. We just drafted a quarterback from UNC. I don't want another quarterback from UNC. Go get me Caleb Williams, uh, Cliff Kingsborough. He coached at UNC, so he knows something about him. He
Did
coached
he?
Texas Tech with Patrick Mahomes. Let's keep it funky.
Air raid. We want the air raid
We want
system with the
Aaron. We need it,
quarterback.
bro. We
Give
need
me
it.
what it's set up for.
I just don't get it.
Let me see how
I
it's gonna
don't.
work.
I'm tired of. I was discussing this with somebody else earlier. I'm getting kind of sick of the whole recycled coaches shit.
Yeah, I've been there.
Cliff Kingsbury is nothing but a name.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I mean,
That
let me see
you
how it's
just
gonna
said.
work.
Hold on, let me finish. This point. You just told me that Caleb Williams won the Heisman in his sophomore year. Cliff
Hmm.
Kingsbury wasn't his coach. He wasn't
no,
there.
he wasn't.
Lincoln Riley is the architect of the
Yeah.
offense that he
Yeah.
took from Oklahoma, where he
Okay.
won the
You
Heisman,
better say that.
and then did it again at USC. So what the
Uh-huh.
fuck is Cliff Kingsbury other than your backpack carrier?
So
He
look,
was on
that's
the
what I was.
staff. He was on the staff with Lincoln Riley though.
Whoopty
Yeah, but
got
look,
whoopty damn dude. Lincoln
but
right
look,
whooped it. We've seen Cliff Kingsbury when he was in control of a quarterback and he was in control of an offense. Every
yeah,
time
but
I've seen him
that's
be the
because
head
Kyler Murray
man,
didn't stay healthy though.
who is
We got
he?
to keep it funky
Who is
with Arizona.
he?
Kyler Murray could stay healthy. But at the end of the day, I just look at it. That's why I go back to the point and, not to dive back into it too deeply. That's why I go back. Like, you can't too much blame the coaches, bro. Like, that recycling and rinse and repeat is out of the window, bro. A lot of that stuff falls on the players. That's just my opinion still. You know what I'm saying? Because I just look at it at the end of the day, right? Caleb Williams can come in. He can do what he do. Shoot. They got rid of I'm on Dan Quinn, right, from Dallas. They threw him under the bus. Everybody was like, shoot, he let the defense, let Dallas down. The defense was sucky in that game. They lost or whatnot. Bro, come on, man. Y'all weren't talking that talk when y'all was winning those regular season games, but ain't nobody talking about
best
the 3,
defense
4.
in the league.
Listen, but ain't nobody talking about the 3 or 4 plays that Dallas ran all season long, slants to Ferguson and on CeeDee Lamb. But they want to throw Dan Quinn under the bus. That's what I was saying about, we put too much blame on coaches, bro. Sometime, man, like, and it really be some of the players, man. Like I don't know, but I want Caleb Williams, bro. I'm a USC guy. I always been a USC fan, man. I really want Caleb Williams, man. So
I want
I
him for
need Caleb
y'all.
one
I
of
want
these.
him for y'all. Y'all. I want y'all to have him. I really do.
It's a smart move for Chicago if you think about it, because they gain so many assets. Not only will they get the swap from 1 to 2 with us, then they get the second round pick back from us from getting our defensive end they already got from us. But then they'll get a first round pick from next year also. Then they can turn around and sell that same number 2 pick to someone like Atlanta and get more assets by holding New England hostage because they're third, and Atlanta might want to jump them and get a quarterback.
yeah,
So they get more picks, and they'll still get a player that they might covet, like a Marvin Harrison Jr. if they keep the quarterback they got in hand, or offensive lineman, tackle or somebody, because the quarterbacks are still going to go first. So
yeah.
they still win and they
The
get
Patriots
more assets.
said the New
It's
England
smart.
said earlier today they said they are willing to trade that 3rd round pick. I don't know, they're trying to move up in the draft or down. So they can keep dealing with Matt Jones if they want to. Belichick
If
ain't no more. So
if y'all get Caleb Williams and we get Marvin Harrison Jr., I think both teams next season will be very happy.
yeah,
Very happy. Very happy.
oh, and I will say that long as we tighten up our offensive line, both teams need to tighten up
Well,
our offensive line, bro. Got to.
we'll be able to get an offensive lineman with our second round pick.
So we
Well,
need
no, with our third round pick.
We need 5 of them though. I'm speaking personally for the Washington Commanders. We need 5 number 1 draft pick offensive linemen. That shit we've been producing.
Well, we got 2 third-round picks.
Now I
So
get it.
if we give them their second round pick back, well, we got 2 second-round picks because we got ours and we got theirs. So with our second round pick, we get an offensive lineman. Then we got 2 third-round picks. We giving them 1 back. We still got 1.
The quote unquote experts are saying that this is a weak lineman year.
Yeah,
They saying this ain't the greatest
it's
lineman
quarterback
year.
heavy.
Past the second round, they saying it's not.
Yeah.
It's
We're
kind of
past the
hard to.
second round. So if we get one in the second round, we might get the best. We're
The
still
only, the only thing that helps Washington for real, man, we got that 90 million cap space. They got the most in the cap space. So
I
we
don't know what's
definitely
out there to go get though.
yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like we definitely got a splash in free agency.
What can we go get?
And
What players is out there?
whatever available good offensive alignments and linebackers are available. We need offensive linemen and linebackers. The same with the Bears. They need offensive linemen and linebackers.
That didn't work too well with them this year. They went and got linebackers and they ain't produced one.
Who is that? The Bears?
Didn't y'all get linebackers and they didn't produce?
Edwards
Y'all
was
paid
top.
linebackers, right?
Edwards was top 10 in tackles.
Yeah.
So he produced.
Yeah.
But y'all went and got 2 though. What happened to the other one? Got hurt or something?
He was. I mean, he was good. I don't know the numbers. He was good. I mean,
Okay. Y'all paid 2 of them top dollar.
They got to bring back Jalen Johnson, man. We got to bring back We got to bring back JJ and send Eddie damn, what's that boy last name? Eddie damn.
I know we're
Oh
going to get
God.
J.
Well,
Ron Curse.
my safety. I can't remember my safety name. It's I don't know why I'm can't remember his
We're
name.
going
But
to
they
get
need
J.
to,
Ron
Eddie
Curse.
Jackson. Eddie Jackson.
Eddie Jackson. Eddie Jackson.
Eddie
Yeah, they
Jackson.
need to ship him to Siberia. Ship ship him to Siberia. And get another safety. If I haven't really evaluated none of these safeties in the draft, but that's what we get: offensive line, we get safety. I think linebacker is actually probably a little better than what you probably think. Because like I said, Edwards was top 10 in tackles this year. So and they didn't they didn't miss a whole lot of tackles. We just can't. The Bears have never been a great secondary team. Never. We had the Peanut Tillman shit where he got the peanut punch and he create turnovers. And Hester was never really a cornerback when he got in the game. I mean, we've never been great with corners. That's never really been our strong suit. So we need to shore up the outside. It's no mistake that Kansas City finally go get them a couple of corners that can finally cover, and all of a sudden they winning games 17-20 because the other team can't get loose. The others, they not putting up a whole lot of points. You got Snead and McDuffie out there, but I think if I'm not mistaken, both of them make the Pro Bowl. I think maybe
Yeah,
They
one
got
of them
the
at
best
least.
secondary.
they
You know
did.
what I'm saying?
Numbers wise.
That's what the Bears need. We need to hold down the outside, make teams run the ball in cold weather. Cause we in the Midwest. We just like y'all. We gotta use that shit to our advantage. When
Yep.
teams come out here in them late months, make them have to throw the ball, take the run away, and you got to shore up corners for that. When you try to make teams throw the ball, you got to have corners to cover. So
Definitely, bro. Man, I appreciate you guys, man. Let's go and get up out of this day, man. I'm glad y'all was able to kick it with me tonight, man. This was fun, bro. Like I
Oh
miss
yeah.
Yes.
man. So we're gonna get another one going, man. Post Super Bowl, man. Like I said in the chat earlier this week or this past week, man. Get on our basketball tip. Basketball is in full swing, man. Trade deadline. It wasn't too many splashes that I was excited about. Pieces moved here and there, but to each his own, man. Basketball season is in full swing, man. I want to get into it, man. But I appreciate you guys, man, for kicking with me tonight. Fantasy football, man. Football in general, man. We only got a couple of months. We do this every season, bro. We look back and be like, damn, yo, it's August already. It's September already. Man, it's time to start building your team. It's time to start getting your draft boards right for the ones that don't know. That's fantasy football. It ain't no need to wait till July and be like, ooh, look who's that. Look who's that. Once ESPN open that joint back up, man, we can start mock drafting. They normally do it right after the draft. I think the draft is the last week. Yeah, the last week in April. That Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. That's when they typically open the ESPN app open back up, and you can mock draft. You can do it on other platforms too. You know what I'm saying? But look, I appreciate you guys. Cool, Cup, Marquise, man. Thank you guys, man. Hey. Super Bowl tomorrow, man. I hope
Yes.
y'all picks come in, man. I got some blocks. I got a football pool going at work or whatnot. So if you guys bet or you betting on the game, FanDuel, DraftKings, whatever it is, man. I wish y'all nothing but the best, man. For real. We got the champ. Hey, look, we got the champs. The interview is coming.
Yes, sir.
I'm waiting on once they get their trophies in their hands. The interview is coming, man. We're gonna set that up, bro. Definitely gonna set that up. Got the champ right here, man. Revenge, bro. You did it, man. You definitely did it, man. So get Pollock Greens up here. But man, anybody got any last closing words? Anything?
We definitely got to do an MPR draft special, man.
Definitely.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
right.
Definitely.
I don't know if y'all want to do it like because draft they breaking it up. It's gonna be 3 days this year.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
always 3 days, man.
Yeah.
Typically we get that Thursday. Yeah, it starts on a Thursday night. So
And
yeah,
Saturday.
it's gonna be big, bro. This
It's
draft
gonna be that first day gonna be big, man. We got the number 2 pick, baby. We got to do it. We got to do it.
I don't
We
care
got to
about
get
the
that
first
number
round.
1 pick for Chicago, baby.
I don't care
Cool,
about the
you
first
need that
round.
pick, cool. We
We
need
did
that
it.
pick.
Hey man, dog. Hey, I'm gonna tell Ryan Poles. I'm gonna tell Ryan Poles and then to hit y'all up.
Hit us
Real.
up, son. Hey
We
man, for
need
real,
that
man.
big cool.
For real. I love you guys, bro, man. Let's do it all over again soon, man.
We got to do a
Yes,
draft special, man.
sir.
Definitely.
I
We
want to
out.
do the draft special, man. I want to be there. I want to be live when they
Oh yeah,
say
we can do
the trade has been in. The Commanders has traded the Bears. I gotta hear it,
it.
baby.
We definitely gonna do that, man. But yeah, appreciate you guys, man. Hey, I'm gonna be hanging y'all up. You already know, man. Super Bowl is tomorrow, man. Have fun, eat a bunch of wings, whatever, drink a little bit, and let's get it. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
We out.
sir.
We out.